Am I the only one that feels like no one really talks about the transition that happens when you become a wife and a mom? Tomorrow, I will have been married for 2 years, and during one of my Sunday resets, I found myself reflecting on how much my life has really changed over just a short amount of time. Now, obviously, becoming a wife and a mom has been one of the greatest blessings in my life thus far, but I would be lying if I didn't admit that it took me some time to settle into it. Honestly, I'm just settling into it. Before marriage and motherhood, my life looked completely different. I had a certain kind of freedom where I mostly only had to worry about myself. My time was my own. My choices mainly affected me. I could spend my mornings however I wanted to. I could rest without guilt. I could make plans that only needed to make me happy. Obviously, stepping into this new season of my life, there were moments where I quietly grieved the version of my old life that I missed. And I know I'm not the only mom or wife that experiences this, but I feel like it's almost taboo to talk about. And obviously, I didn't have these feelings just because I didn't love my husband or because I didn't love being a mom. That's not what it was at all. Because these are things that I prayed for. But it's because when you walk into something new, it often means letting go of who you used to be. And you have to find the space to grieve your old self, even if it feels bad or if it feels surprising that you even have these emotions. I just don't think that it's talked about enough. The transition, the stretching, the way responsibility grows, and suddenly your life isn't just about you anymore. But once you're done processing those emotions and those feelings, you start to realize something extremely important. I learned to fully embrace the life that I prayed for. I prayed for a husband. I prayed for a family. I prayed for a home that was filled with love, purpose, and laughter. And God had answered all of those prayers. And obviously, answered prayers comes with growth. They come with responsibility. They come with stepping into roles that you may not have fully understood before you were actually living them and walking them out. And honestly, as I've grown into these roles, I've learned that joy and peace don't always look the way that they did in my old life. Now joy comes in more quiet moments, in sharing a laugh with my husband and watching our child discover the world and creating a home that feels safe and full of love and navigating being parents of a neurodivergent child together instead of doing it in isolation. I'm learning what it really means to grow into the woman God is calling me to be. And that's a wife who loves and supports her husband, a mother who nurtures and guides her child, the literal matriarch of my household, the one who helps set the tone of love, faith, and peace in our home. So when I look at this season now, I no longer see it as losing the freedom that I once had. I honestly see it as learning to fully walk in the blessings that I once prayed for. And honestly, today, almost 2 full years later, I can finally see the beauty in that journey. I've learned to embrace each season, the growth, the lessons, and the joy that comes with walking into the life that I once prayed for. I hope you'll join in the journey, not just watching us grow, but sharing in our journey together. Anyways, that's enough of my TED Talk. Happy Sunday. Love ya. See you next video.